impact the firefight. I'm joined now by meteorologist Alex O'Brien. And Alex, we have seen a little bit of relief,
Yes.
but you can also get too much of a good thing, and that's kind of the double-edged sword here.
Right, and right now we just need moisture, either high humidity or rain, and we're getting both of that today. However, the rain that did move over the fire this afternoon has moved on, and now we're getting these gusty outflow winds from thunderstorms. So that also provides a little bit of unpredictability to fire crews as they're battling today. So we're gusting around 20 to 30 miles per hour out of the east-northeast as storms continue their eastward progression and push out the wind behind and in front of them. So right now I'm looking at this line of thunderstorms that's making their way slowly but surely eastward. They're only moving at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. The main hazard with the storms today would be strong wind gusts, and I want to show you our camera from La Junta because as storms approach the region, it does look like they are kicking up a little bit of dust ahead of the rain. So what you'll notice as these storms work their way to you is they're going to get quite windy while you're still dry, and then eventually the rain will follow after that. We have a chance of severe thunderstorms in the eastern plains until 10 p.m. We still have that flash flood watch for the fire until 8 p.m. Allison.
Alex, thank you. This fire...
Pueblo Skycam, so I can show you what I've been noticing with the fire activity today. So yesterday we had activity on the north end of the fire, but they got a round of rain earlier this afternoon and things seem to be quiet there. However, I am seeing smoke here in a couple other spots on this fire, which to me looks like it's the west and southwest side of the fire, where there has not been rainfall today. So let me take you over the past 3 hours where you'll notice this nice thunderstorm moving right through the north end of the Aspen Acres fire, and there was a flash flood warning issued due to that rainfall, which has since been canceled. And now we're watching storms moving into the plains. So for the most part, I-25 is clear now. However, there are a few spotty showers redeveloping in the mountains that could head your way later on. But I'm most concerned about these thunderstorms that are working their way through the plains. They're going to bring very strong wind gusts from about 40 to 50 miles per hour right now, but there's potential for them to get up to 60 miles per hour. Earlier, as this line of storms moved through Pueblo, the Pueblo airport gusted to 67 miles per hour. So with the threat of potentially damaging wind gusts, we have a severe thunderstorm watch in the eastern plains until 10 o'clock. I'll continue to monitor that line of storms as it moves eastward through the plains. In the meantime, there still is a flash flood watch for the Aspen Acres fire until 8 o'clock tonight, and it has been reissued for Friday as well from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. The highest risk for the flash flooding this week would be for fire crews actively working and infrastructure. And then as evacuees go back home in the coming days and weeks, that will also be an increased risk. So storms this evening continue to push eastward with that main risk of severe weather into the plains. You could see a secondary or maybe a third round of storms for the mountains and I-25, but they'll overall be weaker than this initial push that came through earlier today. We'll do it again on Friday. Starting out with sunshine, it's going to be a warm afternoon, temperatures reaching the 80s and 90s, and then by lunchtime, showers and thunderstorms form in the mountains and I-25. They'll push into the plains, slowly moving eastward, and there's yet again a risk of flash flooding at the Aspen Acres fire, and there is a risk of strong to severe storms in the plains as well on Friday. Again, the main hazards would be gusty wind and perhaps some hail. Our surface smoke has been dwindling in this favorable wind direction and this more tumultuous atmosphere and lesser smoke being output by the fire. And I do expect that trend to continue with clearer skies prevailing. Tonight we'll drop to the 50s and 60s.